Well, hello. It's us again. That's right. Dexter and me back with yet more of this YouTubery nonsense. Anyway, before we begin, we're filming this on the 23rd of January, 2024. Excuse me. An important date, a very important date actually, as it's Dexter's 10th birthday today, and here he is with all his presents that we pictured earlier. He's gone over to see his grandmother now, and she's be spoiling him rotten. Right, to business. And this week I'm going to dive headfirst into what is possibly the most abundant in terms of actual photographic output, but one I've not really taken seriously from a shooting angle, even though I've taken literally hundreds of this type of images, or this type of image myself. And what is this? What is this genre? Well, it's product photography, of course. Now, I've always been fascinated by ad campaigns and enjoy studying the photographs that are used most of the time, and wonder how they were made. But as I said, I've probably taken hundreds of product shots in many years of selling stuff either on Amazon or eBay, but I've never really stopped and thought about whether they were the best shots for the purpose. Just as long as my thing got up on the website and was sold, I was happy. I never worried about background or lighting even really, and used my phone camera pretty well exclusively for getting my shots. Recently, though, I've been watching videos on YouTube from a channel called Tin House Studios. Now, this channel belongs to a chap called Scott Chicino, I think, and he's the man behind those highly saturated, super sharp, contrasty, beautifully shot and lit adverts that you see in magazines or on billboards all over the place. And I put a link to his website in the description below this video, and go and take a look. His work is, shall we say, is unique, I think. Anyway, I'm hooked. While his channel is in the main more about the business of being a commercial photographer, and something I have zero interest in, if I'm honest, I do like his images, and he sometimes gives his trade secrets of the shooting variety away. So when I listed something on eBay recently, I decided to actually stop and think about the image I wanted to use as a main photo, and I chose this one. I really concentrated on this shot of a World War II military stopwatch, and it sold quickly, which is always a bonus. Whether it was down to the image, I've no idea, but mine did stand out from the other ones used in similar adverts. Anyway, once I'd done all that and packed and shipped the watch away, I decided to have a little bit of fun and take some more pictures of my phones. Not to sell, but just as something to do in the bad weather. And I guess the word products needs to be applied loosely here. I mean, the pictures you are going to see, they're just pictures of things from around my house. Anyway, kit-wise, I kept things really, really simple, and there was only one serious choice, really, my Nikon D700 and 105mm f2.8G macro lens. And my rock-solid three-legged thing, Brian tripod, and a head to hold everything still. Now, next up, I needed to think about lighting, and as I was shooting everyday objects, I decided I want to shoot them using only natural light. I mean, after all, they are those everyday things, so massive in number and used, well, obviously every day the world over, that lighting them in any other way, I thought would just seem silly, really. Focus-wise, I wanted a mix of shallow depth of field and back-to-front sharpness. So focus bracketing, manual on my ancient D700, and that solid tripod were very much necessary for the latter. Anyway, here are the shots I took of my iPhone 4, showing off its main design features that I enjoy so much about that phone, especially the little circular buttons for volume control on the side of the phone chassis. Then I moved on to something a bit more modern, and these are some of the images of my iPhone 15 Pro Max. I wanted to showcase the main new features of the phone, so the titanium chassis, the action button, and of course the new USB-C port and functionality. And then I moved on to more exciting subjects, he said, but wanted to retain, they're not exciting at all, but wanted to retain that natural lighting look while still trying to get a bit arty. And for that reason, I figured I'd set up on the dining table in my conservatory. It gets lots of light, but being north-facing, that light tends to be pretty soft in nature. And for my backgrounds, I just settled on some simple, coloured card or whatever was lying around, basically. Anyway, it was a little project that kept me busy indoors for a few hours, thinking up concepts and then deciding how best, to shoot them. And one thing is for sure, next time I list something on that particular auction site, I'll be paying a lot more attention to the pictures I use. Not that it'll probably help them sell any quicker or for any more money, but it'll definitely be a lot more fun. As usual, the images will follow at the end of this video, and don't worry, Scott, I really don't think I'll be challenging you for that Nike ad any day soon. Or will I? No. Right then, I'm off now to get ready for Dexter to come back from visiting his grandmother, and then we'll have a bit of a play for his birthday. He's had loads of new toys and treats, so we'll spoil him rotten, even more than we usually do for the rest of today. Right then, that is it for this week's video. On Tuesday, we'll be taking a look at my new old Nikon 17-35mm f2.8 wide-angle zoom, and introducing you to a new member of our family. I wonder who that could be, or what. Not sure who. That's what I'm going to say. All right, then we will see you then.